When Jasmine Crockett takes the mic, you already know something explosive is about to happen. But this time, she didn't just speak, she detonated the room. In front of a fired-up Texas crowd, Crockett unleashed a blistering takedown of Governor Greg Abbott that had the audience on its feet and Abbott's defenders scrambling. This wasn't political theater. This was a full-on reckoning.
Please join us in welcoming Representative Jasmine Crockett.
Houston, let me hear you, but then, well, you know. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna calm down. I am so excited to be back home. Now, y'all know we got a little drama going on, you know, at my workplace. So it's a little dramatic, okay? And I've got to tell y'all that I'm not only excited to be home, but I'm excited to be home and to be home with a real governor. Because anyway. Some of y'all may know how I feel about him. Yeah. So y'all are so funny. Okay. Let me get to this so I can get to the main thing. Okay.
We love you, Jasmine.
Oh, I love you back. I love you back. So I never know what I'm going to say. And so there's so much energy in here that I know that I'm going to my phone and I'm going to say this stuff on my phone. So, oh yes, the sorors in here too. So as I was on the trail, y'all don't let me get through this. So as I was on the campaign trail, and I was on the campaign trail for Biden and Harris. The people, yeah, right, okay, all right. I digress. So I used to go so many different places around the country, and some of you may know that I'm the child of a preacher, and so I would always come up with a song. So I didn't have like a Bible verse I would come from, but I would go from like a song. It may be something that's modern, or it may be a gospel song, and considering the energy in here, this feels appropriate. There is a gospel song that goes, I don't feel no ways tired. It says, I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. Now, the reason that I want to start with this song, because I need y'all to have this energy, this amazing energy that I am feeling in this room. I'm going to need y'all to keep it up. Y'all are not going to be allowed to feel tired, because we got a lot of work to do. Now, I know that we have talked about November 4th, and everybody was really excited about November 4th. We even saw historic wins in places like Mississippi and Georgia without them even having the investments. Let me tell you something, Texas, we can do this. We can do this. If you just make sure that you keep that song in your mind, that you feel no ways tired. So let's talk about where we came from, okay? I hate to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it. So, as I said, as we did a rally in California right before Prop 50 passed, you know, our feeble little governor, now he doesn't know how to answer the call of the people. In fact, he usually doesn't want to show up and talk to the people. But somehow, when that orange line rings, he knows how to pick up the phone and do whatever it is that he is told to do. Now, that's not what leadership looks like. Not at all. That is not what it looks like. But here's the thing. He decided that he was going to answer the call of the orange one and ignore the calls and the voices of the people of Texas. And so it makes me think about an actual verse. It's Psalm 30:5. It says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So weeping looks like leaders promoting hate. Weeping looks like Abbott being a lousy step and fetch it governor that puts tyranny over Texans. Weeping looks like taking food out of the mouths of seniors, babies, and making sure that after a court tells you to feed the people, you decide to appeal it. Weeping looks like taking away health care and not giving a damn. Weeping looks looks like wreaking havoc not only on our economy but also the East Wing. Weeping looks like terrorizing communities with ICE. But joy looks like our amazing Texas state reps. Joy looks like the wins that we had on November 4th throughout the entire country. Joy looks like restoring decency, dignity, and democracy. Joy looks like California passing Prop 50. And finally, joy looks like a man by the name of Gavin Newsom. Many of y'all may not know this. I said I was happy to be back home because I've been on the road fighting for Texans. I went to Pennsylvania to make sure that they retained their judges. I went to California to make sure I could do my part for Prop 50. I made sure that I went to Virginia on behalf of Abigail Spanberger. You see, winning means that we got to do the work. But more importantly, I told y'all joy comes in the morning. And so let me tell you about Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom could have sat on the sidelines, you see, because everything looks blue in California. But he decided that it was bigger than just his state. He decided that this was about the democracy of all of us. And frankly, he decided if you come for Texas, then I'ma come for you. Listen, it's been a while since we had leadership that had our backs. And it is sad that we had to look to a leader in California. But I am here to tell you that he is in it for the long haul. That is exactly why Gavin Newsom not only had me raising money for Prop 50, not only had me doing block walk lunches, not only had me doing rallies, and doing commercials. But after all was said and done, Gavin Newsom is here at ground zero because he wants y'all to know that he is about this life. So will you join me in welcoming a real governor, Gavin Newsom?
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody.
What we just witnessed from Jasmine Crockett wasn't a speech. It was a moment where the frustration, the exhaustion, and the determination of Texans finally found a voice loud enough to shake the walls of the political establishment. Crockett didn't tiptoe, she didn't soften the blow. She called Greg Abbott exactly what so many Texans have felt he has become, a feeble little governor more concerned with pleasing Donald Trump than protecting the people he was elected to serve. And the power of her words wasn't in the insult, it was in the truth behind it. She laid out the receipts, the cruelty toward vulnerable families, the refusal to expand healthcare, the deliberate attacks on seniors and children, the relentless push to sow division instead of delivering solutions. She painted a picture of a governor who will pick up the phone for Trump in an instant, but ignores the pleas of Texans in crisis. But what made this moment electric was how Crockett transformed anger into urgency and urgency into hope. She invoked the gospel, she invoked history, she invoked the spirit of communities who have fought too long and too hard to sit back now. She reminded the crowd that the fight isn't over, and the fatigue we feel isn't failure. It's proof that we're still in the struggle. And then she flipped the script. With all the chaos, all the cruelty, all the weeping, as she put it, she brought it back to joy. Joy in organizing, joy in progress, joy in the leaders who do show up, who fight for democracy, who stand with Texans when their own governor won't. And introducing Gavin Newsom, that wasn't just a handoff. It was a statement that Texas's future is bigger than one governor's incompetence, and national leaders know it. This wasn't just a fiery tirade. It was a rallying cry, a reminder, and a promise. Texas deserves better, and Jasmine Crockett is making damn sure the whole country knows it.